yeah. Well, good afternoon and hello fellow bikers. Finally we find ourselves at the start of the 2024 club motocross season properly. It's 7th of April. It's been a long, wet, miserable winter, as most Brits will know. Anyway, so I had fine hopes of getting out and doing a bit of practice before the club season got going, you know, get into a bit of flow on the bike, get some fitness, you know, then get into the first club races and see how you go. However, of course, none of that has happened. The weather's been absolutely blooming miserable. So actually my first ride was last week on the RMZ, so 1st of April I suppose it was, here at Elvetham, which is an amazing track. The sandy soil, very weather resilient, and the pits is weather resilient, so that was good. I didn't bother filming anything because it was always going to be just a bit of a trail ride. This week I've got the 200 out for something different, and it's the first round of the club's over 60 championship that I'm having a crack at this year, so it's good to be here. It's a huge meeting because lots of the tracks are still closed around the UK, often because the pits are flooded and the parking's no good, so this is a massive meeting. There's 11 groups today compared with, I mean, it sort of varies between about 5 and 7. 6 or 7 is probably more normal, isn't it? But we've got 11 groups today. It's just after, it's 2 o'clock, and the A's have just had their first race. So this is the second race of the over 60s, over 70s and pre-95s. So there's a couple of classic bikes here. So it should be good fun, just getting used to the bike. It's quite different to the 4-stroke, so yeah, the practice was just a look at the track, and then the first ride just getting used to it, so we'll see how we go this time. Should be good fun. The track itself, given how terrible the weather's been, is in really good condition. It'll be a bit rough at this stage, but otherwise it's looking prime, so I'll fire up again when it's time for the second race. Ciao for now. They were ultra quick, but I bloody made a pig's ear of that, even by my own low standards. So much for all the rain, and now we're into dust. Whoa! Oops. I better concentrate. So the track will have chopped up a lot since the first race. only loser doing this line. Got to be an easier way, doesn't there? Whoa!
Must get fitter. Oh, blimey, mate. That's good. Get a bit of the old arm pump. Need to get my balance better and get over the front of the bike. Do the bike do the work. Like the guy on top can't see us, holding on too tight. Bugger.
So there was good news. I've done this miserable push back to the pits a couple of times over the years, and this time I was closer to my car than the last couple of times. So this was good, but I was oblivious to the joy of that knowledge right at this point in time, having had a few thoughts and made a few comments that I've cut out between getting off the bike and getting to this point. Anyway, so what had gone wrong is the question in my head, and my thinking at this point was that I'd seized the top end at the end of last year, riding in the cold. I was pretty confident it was a bit too rich on the bottom. And so in preparing for this day, I'd got into the cab and gone one jet down on the pilot and lowered the clip one notch, which I didn't think was radical, but at this point I'm thinking, bugger me, I've got it wrong, gone too lean, and I've got a hot seizure. Anyway, so unhappy camper at this point of time. However, the next day I got home, gave the bike a clean, got into the top end, And somewhat to my surprise, looking into the exhaust port and then with an endoscope down the spark plug hole, there wasn't the destruction that I'd expected to see in there. In fact, it looked pretty damn good. So I put a compression test onto it, and that was pretty blooming good as well, which was quite a surprise. So next thing was fuel. No, fuel looked okay. So after that, what do? We check the spark. Unless I am seriously mistaken, we have no spark. And so that's where we have it, folks. I've got my workshop manual out. I'm trying to learn about how to diagnose electrical problems, and we'll see how we go. Other than that, we'll see you at the track. If you've listened through this far, thanks very much indeed. Give us a like and subscribe if you're inclined to do so. Otherwise, if you see me at the track, come and say hello. Ciao for now.